Hey everyone, Lisa here. I am going to launch right in today. So, the blame game. The blame game. Are you blaming other people in your life for stuff that's going on? Are you blaming external situations in your life for supposedly causing all the things that are happening to you? Or are you really stepping up and taking responsibility for yourself and your part in the exchanges and the situations that you're in? The thing is, we always teach other people how to treat us. It's not rocket science. You know, the way that we are, the way that we show up, and not just in the physical world, but how we are energetically, how we show up vibrationally, always has an effect with what's going on in the situations around us. And oh my God, I did this so well, the blame game, when I was with my partner at the time in like from 2005 to 2010, running this business we were in, a women's gym. When it all went really pear-shaped, I put a lot of blame onto her. A lot of blame. It was all her fault, it was her family's fault, it was the investors' fault, all sorts of things like that. And the truth is, I had a very big part that I played in allowing that situation to happen. And interestingly, when we talked, when it was all over, and when we had come to a place of forgiveness with each other, one of the things that she said to me very clearly, you allowed me to treat you that way. And I really thought about it, and I realized that yes, I did. I had a very passive approach. And I wasn't really stepping up and claiming what I needed. I wasn't speaking what I needed. I wasn't expressing my own truth. And so I was just getting caught up in this life that wasn't really mine, but still blaming everything around me. Crazy, isn't it? The thing is, when there's a blaming situation going on, there's this victim role that's being played out by somebody and a persecutor role. So this has been presented by a guy called Karpman, who came up with what he called the drama triangle. So you have the three roles in the drama triangle are the victim, the rescuer, and the persecutor. So the victim is in this place of poor me, and things are happening to me. Others are causing my woes and the situation that I'm in. And then there's always a persecutor who is blaming others, who is seeing them as the problem. So often we're flipping roles in different conversations, different situations where we're flipping roles. Sometimes we're blaming, sometimes we're, doing the poor me game, the victim game. And it's really so powerful to recognize when you are stuck in one of these roles and come back into a much healthier way of being. So you can stay stuck in this victim role, the poor me, life is happening to me, or you can step up and claim responsibility for your part and release it all being other people's fault and the fault of the situations around you, and come back and really take control of what you need, of what you want, of what you desire for your life. And if you're blaming others, if you're in this persecutor role, you can also come back and realize that you don't need to control somebody. You don't need to control the situations that you're in. You can come back to your life from a place of groundedness and balance, and knowing that you are okay in the security of who you are. It is so important to get really clear on what you need in the relationships that you have with those people around you. Not just the people close to you in your life, although that's when it really shows up really closely, but in all the exchanges that you have. You need to take responsibility for your own actions and your own emotions and your own energy and your own vibration. Because like I said at the start, we're always bringing all these pieces of ourselves to a situation. Often this stuff too, it's coming from those old unresolved childhood wounds that are not yet resolved. but it is up to you to go and resolve those. So when I work with people as well, it's always a very co-creative process. It's not up to me to fix all the things that are going on in your life. My role, in the way that I see it, is to help to provide you with a bunch of tools so that you know which areas need your attention and what you need to do to help to resolve this stuff within yourself. And that's not to say that you don't get support, because support is so, so important. But you step up and you really own the part that you're playing in any relationship that is not quite working in the way that you want it to. And you step up and claim who you are and what you need. And you speak it with the people around you. It's so important, this stuff, so important. So I'm asking you, are you getting stuck in this blaming situations around you or people around you for the situation that you're in? Are you blaming external circumstances? Are you allowing others to control you, or are you controlling a situation or people? It never works. It never works. It never works. So what do you need? What do you need to claim inside of you? What do you need to speak up and express? Who do you need to become in order to bring this natural you forward and to live in a way that really honors and supports your needs and desires every day? It's so easy to get into a default dysfunction. It's a term I often use, where we're just so used to doing things in a certain way, and it becomes usual for you to do it that way, but it's not a normal way of being, even though it has become your usual and your normal. It's not a normal and healthy way. So just notice in the the engagements that you have with people around you. What are the sticking points? What triggers you? What's not working, and what can you change to make it work in a way that it comes from inside of you, not from trying to get somebody else to change around you, because that will never work. It will end in tears. It's about what can you do inside of you to change the situation. What different aspect of yourself do you need to bring to a situation? So going back again to the situation I had with my partner at the time in the gym we were running, I eventually realized that I did need to bring a different part of me, and I had to step up and speak up and say, this relationship is not working and I no longer want to be in it, and I do not want to be in this business anymore. So it was quite a process. It was a year-long process to actually unravel it and find a way to actually end it all. But my staying with the process of speaking up for what I needed and then following through with the subsequent actions that I needed to take, it was able to bring it to a close. So where do you need to speak up in your life? It's so draining on your system. This stuff creates the stress response. This creates that fight or flight response set off in the amygdala part of the brain, and it goes down, and next thing you're releasing the stress hormones from your adrenal glands. So all these unresolved situations with people and situations are continuing to let this stress response go off over and over again. Not only when you're actually in the situation, but every time you think about it, because the amygdala part of the brain responds through the memories and creates the thought and the subsequent emotion. So it's like you got it on speed dial. Okay, so is it any wonder this stuff, these responses go off 50 to 100 times a day? Not really, because we're playing out these same patterns over and over again. Okay, so something's got to shift, something's got to shake up. If this has resonated with you, please get in touch with me. Let's chat. Let's chat about how I can help you with this stuff. About how you can move it and resolve it within yourself. Taking the blame off the situation and the people around you and coming back to what you need to change inside of you and what dysfunctional defaults are sitting there that need to be adjusted and moved and resolved. Okay, so if you want to set up a chat, we can just start with a talk, a chat about, what you're struggling with and where you really want to go in your life. And we can map out a process of how you're going to get there. And then you can decide if you want to do it with me or you want to stay going it alone. Okay, so it's at healingfromburnout.com/radiant woman where you can set up a time to chat. And I do so look forward to hearing from you. Okay, take care everyone. Catch you later. Bye.